Hi there, everybody. It's a pleasure for you to all come here to see me. I was just backstage using my phone responsibly when I saw that I had a showtime that I had to be at, so I figured I'd come out. Is everybody here ready for a story? Does everybody like stories? Shout out your favorite one.
Deadpool.
Yeah, no. I'm not gonna do any of those. All right. This is my show. We're gonna do the story I wanna do. This story here is a beloved bedtime favorite, mashed up with a very profitable licensing agreement. This story is CinderPool. Nice. I love you too, random person. This book isn't real. There we go. Look at this picture right there. Isn't that cute? Oh, that's me and Wolvie. Once upon a time. You know, it just doesn't work when I do it by myself. We should all say those words together. Ready? Wait for me to cue it. Follow the instructions. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Once upon a time. You see what happens when you follow directions? Once upon a time, CinderPool lived in a big mansion with his step professor and step mutants. The biggest step mutant, Colossus, was always very bossy and making up silly rules like stop putting your initials on other people's leftovers in the fridge and for the love of Feige, stop hanging your underwear from the ceiling fan. What is wrong with you? Why? The other step mutant, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, yeah, she is cool. She was always texting and rolling her eyes. So Gen Z. Both of these step mutants were very jealous because CinderPool had a much larger fan base. One day, an expendable extra went running in front of the mansion screaming King Thanos was going to have the biggest battle of Phase 3. Yeah, and we all know that was the last good phase. CinderPool desperately wanted to go to the big battle, but Colossus said,
"No. It is too dangerous, and CinderPool is not a good part of the team."
Colossus then ripped apart CinderPool's favorite costume and Negasonic blasted it with her mind powers. It was so cool. So Gen Z. So on fleek, no cap sigma. CinderPool was crushed, and he was honestly really exposed, and he ran out onto the mansion grounds, stumbling for dramatic effect. But then he looked up, and he saw a golden sparkle circle begin to appear. And out of that sparkle circle stepped his very hairy god mutant, Wolverina.
Shut up, bub.
CinderPool looked at Wolverina and said, "Please, fairy god mutant, I desperately want to go to the big battle, but my step mutants destroyed my costume."
Stop whining. Go get another one.
Okay, he's a little more Australian when I do it. CinderPool ran to the wardrobe department, grabbed a new, freshly laundered costume, put it on, and sprinted to the big battle. He was late because he had to stop and pay off some unpaid parking tickets. Los Angeles parking is absurd. But when he got there, the Avengers were winning. Captain America looked so cool. He looked around for his god mutant Wolverina, who was not there because Disney hadn't purchased the IP yet. But CinderPool did notice that as the aliens were running away, on the stairs of their ship was a single glove It was beautiful, gold encrusted with jewels. I think there were 6 of them, but that's not really important. And CinderPool said, I wonder who this fits, and put it on. Uh-oh. Wait for the rest of the story. After some buzzing, whirring, and clicking, that glove was a perfect fit. At that point, Tony Stark looked over and started screaming, "No! Take that thing off!" All the other Avengers started running too, and Tony's still over there going, "No, this is my sacrificial moment. I don't want to be in this cinematic universe anymore. Do not snap!" So of course, CinderPool snapped. Both figuratively and mentally. Like, it's a whole big thing. CinderPool snaps all the time. The physical snap, the mental snap. It's a big thing. People were disappearing, reappearing everywhere. It was very expensive for the VFX department. And eventually, CinderPool stopped. Everybody was back. Except for the people that talk at the movie theaters. We didn't really want them to show up. They always ruin it. CinderPool was the big hero. And at that point, all the Avengers tackled CinderPool to the ground, ripped the glove off of his hand, and blah, blah, blah. They remade the movie years later. Tony Stark gets to be the big hero, and it becomes the most profitable film in the Feige universe, the FCU. Did I add a letter in that? But it was okay, because CinderPool went on to start his own film franchise, which will create a trilogy of movies that will break box office records. Right. And then they will invite CinderPool back to the Avengers Endgame 2. Electric Boogaloo. Yeah. That, my friends, is the end game. See what I did there? It's a whole thing. All right, now I gotta be done with this story time. I need to go backstage and read some more comments from the Instagram videos from yesterday. But you have all been wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me here for Storytime with Deadpool. Perfect. Thank you so much. You're a wonderful crowd, most of you. Some of you not so much.